Forest, the member for Calgary-Midnapore.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you, and welcome, Minister. Minister, what is the current debt?
To the Treasury Board.
Thank you, Chair, and I'd like to thank my colleague for being a critic.
Honourable member.
What is the current deficit in Canada? The debt is approximately $1.4 billion. What is the current deficit, please, Minister?
The Honourable Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I had the honour to present main estimate. The details are there. Total spending is 486 plus.
Deficit, Minister, was $61.9 billion. Minister, what was the amount requested in the main estimates just 2 weeks ago? Thank you.
The Honourable Minister.
Thank you, Chair. In the main estimate, it gives all in-depth information. I would suggest my colleague to look into
The Honourable Member, and just a reminder about splitting time.
Yes, that's right. I will be splitting my time 3 ways. Thank you very much, Chair. Minister, what is the total amount of authorities that require approval by Parliament in the main estimate?
The Honourable Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. In the main estimates, its voted authorities are 222.9 billion and 200.
Thank you, Minister. What is the current expenditure of interest on debt, please?
The Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, in the main estimate includes approximately 10% of servicing debts.
The Honourable Member.
$1.1 billion. Minister, what is the dollar amount increase in debt servicing over the last year, please?
Honourable Minister.
Thank you, Chair. As I mentioned, it's a 10% of 10.1% is the debt service.
Honourable Member.
Minister, it's $0.7 billion over last year. Minister, what will the public debt charges be in fiscal year 2029-2030 as outlined in the PBO report? What is that amount, please, Minister?
Minister.
Thank you, Chair. Main estimates are a detailed document. I would suggest and ask my
Honourable Member.
Minister, $69.9 billion. Minister, what is the per capita breakdown for Canada's debt interest currently?
The Honourable Minister.
I would, Mr. Speaker, thank you for the question. And again, I would suggest that the member should.
Honourable Member.
Minister, it is $1,265.46 per person. Minister, what is the per capita breakdown for Canada's debt currently, please?
Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, I would again refer to the main estimate documents. I would suggest my colleague to look into those documents.
Honourable Member.
Minister, how much will the debt grow in the 2 hours that we have committee this evening?
Good question.
The Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, I have taken this job about a month ago, and it was an honor to present.
The Honourable Member.
Minister, have you reviewed the report on GC strategies?
The Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, Mr. Chair, thank you for the question. We have rules in place, and this particular
Honourable Member.
Do you think a 7-year ban is acceptable for a company that defrauded Canadians $64 million, or do you think that time should be longer?
Through the Chair doesn't think anything. The Honourable Minister.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you for reminding we have the rules in place, and that is up to the investigation team to decide what is the appropriate.
Member.
Are you aware, Minister, that your predecessor promised Canadians to recoup that money?
The Honourable Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, as I said, this is a new government with new ambitions, and there's the rules in the place. And
Honourable Member.
Minister, will you make the promise today to recoup that money for Canadians?
The Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, as you know, investigation into this case is ongoing. And it would not be appropriate for me to comment on that. Thank you.
Has elapsed. The member for Edmonton West.
Thank you, Chair. The Treasury Board paid KPMG $700,000 for advice on how to cut consultant spending. The taxpayers get their money's worth.
The Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, thank you for the question. We have the department.
Member.
Liberals are increasing spending on consultants at $26 billion this year. Did the government pay KPMG $700,000 to tell the government to increase spending on companies like KPMG?
The Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, these are the main estimates, and it is the spending for the country to run, operate. In 10 seconds and 5 seconds, how can you expect that response?
Did KPMG report the government could save money by spending billions more?
The Honourable Minister.
Chair, can I ask my colleague to repeat the question, please?
Honourable Member.
Did KPMG report tell the government they could save money by spending billions more? Yes or no?
The Honourable Minister.
Chair, department is working on, there's a review ongoing to improve.
Honourable Member.
The Liberal government campaigned on, quote, significantly reducing money spent on management consultants, yet the estimates call for $26 billion this year, $6 billion more than last year. Does the minister think $6 billion in added spending is a significant reduction?
Honourable Minister.
Mr. Chair, thank you for the question. There is a spending review is ongoing from 2023-2024 with the department, cutting spending on travel and professional services by 500.
Member.
$6 billion is more than $20 billion. That's how much more the government is spending on management consultants this year. Does the minister agree that this is a significant cut like his election campaign called for?
The Honourable Minister.
Mr. Chair, thank you for the question. This new government is focusing on reducing the operating budget in next few years, balancing actually the operating budget and capital.
Member.
Mr. Chair, public accounts show $3.3 billion set aside for small businesses for the carbon tax rebate. These estimates show $3.192 billion. Where's the missing $108 million set aside for small businesses? Catherine.
The Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, thank you for the question. Truly appreciate the question. But again, I would refer that a member opposite to look into main estimates, and there's all the.
Member.
Just quoted, the main estimates show $3.192 billion for a rebate. Public accounts is $3.3 billion. Minister, where's the missing $108 million set aside for small businesses?
Right.
The Honourable Minister.
Thank you. Thank you, Chair. I thank a member opposite for their question. I would refer them again to read the documents. The details are in there.
Member.
I can assure the member I actually have read the estimates, apparently unlike himself. The Liberals called small businesses tax cheats. Is this why the government is cheating small businesses of that $108 million?
Honourable Minister.
Mr. Chair, this government stood up for the businesses, and standing actually, the Canadian elected this new government to.
Honourable Member.
Whose decision was it to reduce the payout by $108 million?
The Honourable Minister.
Mr. Chair, Canadian elected this government, a responsible government, to build the economy.
Under the legislation was the Minister of National Revenue. $138 million was paid in bonuses to public service management last year based upon Treasury Board guidelines. The government only achieved 51% of their targets last year. Does the minister support his rules that paid out so much of taxpayers' money for so much failure?
Honourable Minister.
Mr. Chair, thank you. Thank you for the question. Annually, management consultants make up a very small percentage, 4% in 2023-24 of government.
Member.
Minister is reading from an answer from the wrong question. Canada Mortgage and Housing paid out $30 million in management bonuses despite the housing hell that this government caused. CMHC's purpose on their website is to promote housing affordability. Does the minister believe housing is affordable and thus warrants $30 million?
The Honourable Minister in 15 seconds or less.
Mr. Chair, let's talk about main estimate, which includes important investment in priority areas, including the Canadian Armed Forces, the border, healthcare, and housing. Thank you.
The member for Brantford, Brant South, Six Nations.
Through you, Mr. Chair, to the Minister. Several members of your government today confirmed that the government is in court with GC Strategies. When was the lawsuit filed?
Honourable Minister.
Mr. Chair, as you know that this particular case is under investigation, it would not be appropriate for me to comment on that.
The Honourable Member. The Honourable Minister.
Thank you, Chair. I would have, again, I would say that this particular file is under investigation.
The Honourable Member.
What is the amount of damages sought by the government?
The Honourable Minister.
Mr. Chair, again, I would say that this a particular case is under investigation, and it would not be appropriate for me.
The Honourable Member.
No, Minister. Your government today said in the House numerous times the government has taken GC Strategies to court. A lawsuit does exist. A statement of claim exists. Will you table the statement of claim today in the House? Yes or no?
Through the Chair, the Honourable Minister.
Through you, Mr. Chair, thank you for the question. As I said before, this particular case is under investigation, and it would not be appropriate for me to comment on that. Thank you.
The Honourable Member.
Several members of your government today stated the government made referrals to the RCMP regarding GC Strategies. When and for what criminal allegations?
Honourable Minister.
Thank you, Chair. Again, I would refer to that particular case is under investigation. It would not be appropriate for me to comment on that.
Over 3 years,
Honourable Member.
Firth, under oath, admitted to deliberately falsifying resumes to secure government contracts. This is the classic definition of fraud. Why didn't the government make a referral to the RCMP at that time?
Honourable Minister.
Mr. Chair, again, I would say that this particular case is under investigation, and it would not be appropriate for me to comment on that.
The Honourable Member.
Why did the government continue to do business with GC Strategies after fraud came to light?
The Honourable Minister.
Chair, as you know that the Public Service has banned that particular
Does
Member.
own and encourage fraud with outside consultants?
The Honourable Minister.
Chair, I think as we're having a main discussion on main estimates, and let's talk about main.
Member.
Why did it take almost 3 years later for the government to end its relationship with GC Strategies?
Minister.
Again, Chair, I would say that that case is under investigation. It would not be appropriate for me to comment on that.
Honourable Member, I'm going to freeze the time here for one. It is much easier for the Chair to be able to recognize members. Only one member is standing at a time, and then when you want to claim your time, you just rise in your seat. The Honourable Member.
Life.
Thank you, Chair. Again, I would say the same thing, that this particular case is under investigation.
Why were the principal partners, Firth and Anthony, not disqualified for life?
The Honourable Minister.
Mr. Chair, thank you. We are here to discuss main estimates, and let's talk about what includes in main estimates. It is
The Honourable Member.
How many ministers and parliamentary secretaries who had their hands all over this file have apologized to the House and Canadians for not exercising ministerial responsibility?
Honourable Minister.
Mr. Chair, I would talk about main estimates 2025-2026. Let's talk.
Member.
The answer is 0, Minister. How many ministers have resigned?
Honourable Minister.
let's talk about a main estimate 2025-2026.
Zero, Minister. Minister, as the new president of the Treasury Board of this so-called new government, will you do the honorable thing and apologize to Canadians for not exercising prudent care over their tax dollars?
The Honourable Minister.
Mr. Chair, thank you for the question. I understand my colleague wants to have a clip, but here we're here to talk about main estimates 2025-2026. Let's talk about the investment we are making on the priorities which are important most to Canadians. Let's talk about 35.7 billion in planned spending for national defense, reflecting a 5.1 billion increase in voted funding to support Canada's defense priorities. Thank you.
So we will go to resuming debate.
Oh, yeah.